I'm getting ready to show you all the standard American hardwoods in our showroom here and give you a few pointers on why you may or may not want them in your house. During this video, you're going to hear me talking about solid versus engineered. I have the sample so you know exactly what you're looking at. We've got walnut on the top, but when you look at the sides, you've got a plywood bottom and a solid bottom. Now, the amount that can be sanded is exactly the same on either. This is a relatively narrower plank, so I'm not too worried about getting engineered when it's just 3 1/4 inches wide. But on these wider plank floors, I want the stability of this plywood. This plywood does not move with moisture changes like solid wood does. Starting off with the maple and the walnut weave. Quite frankly, this is a ridiculous floor that no one can afford. It's just a talking piece. So it'd be like 50 bucks a square foot or more to have us do. This is our white oak wall over here. We've got 6 different kinds, and that's because white oak is the most popular right now. Right down here, we have live sawn, which is beautiful if you love the character. There's always going to be a lot of knots and a lot of variation in it. It needs to be in a real wide plank though, or else it looks really busy. Here we have rift and quarter sawn with character. So you can see the straight grain and the fleck or the tiger stripe through here. And we also have the knots. These two here are actually the same cut of the tree, but this one is finished with a whitener in it, and this is finished in just a standard clear water base. They are both quarter sawn, just like the character panel we just looked at, but you can see there is no character in them. Down here, we've got our herringbone. This is a #1 herringbone, so you can see some variation in some knots. And finally, in the corner, we have a character plain sawn. So you can look, the grain is different. This is the standard grain that you're gonna see on a hardwood floor. This is the cheapest type of cut of the log because they get the most out of it sawing it this way. Let's talk price on these. Now, these are just ballparks. It's going to depend a lot on supply and demand, as well as is it engineered, is it solid, and of course the quality of the mill. This plain sawn, I think, is about 8 inch. This is going to cost you in the neighborhood of $10 a square foot. This herringbone is going to be $8 to $10 a square foot. This wide plank rift and quarter sawn could run you $10, $12, $14 per square foot. This is very expensive wood. Here, we're back to another solid. This is a solid 5 inch rift and quarter. This could easily run you $8 a square foot. This character rift and quarter sawn white oak is probably going to cost you just as much as the clear grade. So we're probably looking at 12, 14 bucks a square foot. This live sawn is usually just a little bit less. It's probably $9 to $11 per square foot. Right here, we've got 3 1/4 inch wide character grade hickory. This one has more of an amberine finish on it to bring out the browns. This one has a straight clear water-based finish on it. These are very, very busy rustic floors. Now, they're very tough. Hickory is the toughest of the American hardwoods. Holds up like nothing you can imagine. There will never be deep scratches in hickory, but you've got to put up with that rustic look. It's great for cabins, but we don't see a lot of it going in these days. You can also get this in clear grade. We don't have a sample here right now. Hickory is also a very volatile wood. If you look at this sample here, this was perfectly tight when we put it together. You can see it is coming apart on us quite a bit. Now, that's to be expected from hardwoods, but hickory and maple move quite a bit more than your oaks would. As far as pricing goes for hickory, it's actually fairly budget friendly. You can get this stuff for in the range of $4 a square foot. Select grade hickory is going to run you a little bit more, and I also want you to keep in mind, with it being so hard, if you may run into a bigger bill to get it sanded and finished, especially if you're staining it. Hickory is hard to stain. You need a true pro if he's going to be staining hickory. I've got 3 walnuts for you here. I've got a clear grade wide plank. I've got a clear grade 3 1/4 inch wide with sapwood. And I've got you a character grade wide plank. Walnut is about the most expensive of the hardwoods there is. These wide planks here, you could probably pay $12, $14, $15 a square foot for them. This narrower plank with the sapwood, and by the way, it's hard to predict how much sapwood is going to be in your walnut floor. So if you want to see a lot of this or you don't want to see a lot of this, you probably want to speak directly with the mill about it before you buy it. This stuff here you might be able to get on the low end for $8 a square foot. Now, walnut is a softer wood. It scratches easily, but probably the worst trait of walnut is it sun bleaches out like crazy. This will get so light in the sun that you will mistake it for oak. But if you can afford it, it's an absolutely beautiful hardwood to have in your home. Right here, we've got our 3 red oaks. Now, red oak is not exceptionally popular, but it's incredibly common. It is one of the most common American hardwoods used in homes today, and it has been since pretty much forever. So, if your home has a narrow strip flooring, this is 2 1/4 inch wide here, good chance it's going to be red oak. This is a very versatile floor, very tough. You can't really go wrong with it except for the red tones. We're seeing a lot of people don't like the red tones right now. These samples here are both select grade. We just have them in different widths. Over here, we have a character grade. Now you can see we've got a lot of different color coming in here. We've got cracks filled with epoxy. We've got black and blue and brown streaks. And if you get a character grade from a low quality mill, that's what I like to call swamp wood. You'll have boards in there that are green, blue, gray, all the colors underneath the sun. And most people I found are not a fan of it. This is your most budget friendly hardwood. You can get strip flooring like this in 2 1/4 for as low as probably $3 a square foot or less. This wide plank stuff is probably still gonna run you $8 bucks a square foot at least, maybe a little bit more. But if you want something that you're gonna stain or you just don't mind the red, this is a great way to go. Right here we have a cherry sample. This is American cherry. I absolutely love it. It's a bit of a red color, and it does have white streaks in it. We don't have much here, but the sapwood is white. It's been a little bit out of style the past few years because it's real red, so we don't see a whole lot of it in Michigan. On camera, this does not look very red, but I can assure you in real life and in other boards, this will look bright red. It's named cherry for a reason. It also smells very good. This is a clear grade cherry. We'll go check out a character grade cherry now. So up here we've got our character grade cherry. You can see just a little bit more color, some knots, that sort of thing. And the sapwood I was talking about, it's white right here. I personally like a lot of sapwood, but that's really just a matter of personal preference. Over here, we've got our character grade maple. This is an absolutely gorgeous floor, very tough. When it's stained, it has a look that some people feel is blotchy, so we always tell people that before they get it installed. This here is finished with just a standard clear finish, and you can see it takes on a tinge of yellow, which many people are not fond of as well. It is very hard though. All your basketball courts, racquetball courts, that sort of thing, they're all made from maple. You can see the gappage on this is a little worse than on some of the other samples. This is solid. These other samples are engineered. Especially when dealing with maple or hickory, the relative humidity in your house is very important to keep under control. Here we have a clear grade maple, and you can see that it has been finished with a clear finish, so it does not have that yellow tint. This is a very beachy look, and so we see quite a bit of it on Lake Michigan. I'd also note that there's almost no soft grain in maple, so it's incredibly tough. The soft grain is what breaks down first in a wood, so your maple floors will never have deep scratches, hardly ever, and they will almost never break down as quickly as that of like a red oak. Over here, let's take a look at what soft grain looks like. You see all these dark streaks where it's almost a little black in there? If you run your hand across it, you can feel it. That's the soft grain. Red oak has a ton of exposed soft grain. So while it is a very tough wood, this soft grain allows moisture and chemicals, and dog urine, whatever it may be, into your floor. And you will see boards like this start to break down much faster than tighter grained woods or tighter grained cuts. At the end of the day, it matters most that you like your floor and not the opinions of other people. So just to recap, if you want something that's versatile, get a white oak. If you want something that's cheap and also versatile, get a red oak, and everything else there is just custom and tailored to your preference. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.